Hi guys, in this 30-minute session, I'm literally going to be revealing to you the most powerful trading strategies in the world for trading and investing. This is something I have spent £500,000 of my time, of my trial and error, paying for top mentors around the world to guide me this. And if you watch this session till the end, you're literally gonna get it for free. One of my students, Kate, recently just made £250,000 just using this one strategy that I told her. So you want to make sure you watch until the end. Now, hi guys. Today I'm in London today. It's really it's okay weather, but not a bad view. Let's get straight into it right now. Well, let's talk about why this strategy is so powerful. First, because earning every single quarter, companies is supposed to release their earning release. You know, whether how much money they're making, their revenue, you know, their profit margin, all of that stuff. And as a trader and investor, during this period, the stock can go up for like 20% to 30%, even 10% in 5 to 10 minutes. Rather than you waiting for 2 to 3 years time just to get that amount of percentage. So volatility is a trader's best friend. Some people say volume. It's not volume, it's volatility. Because if it is volume, let's say half of the volume buy, half of the volume sell, it's going to be zero. So it's volatility is trader's best friend. And during this time, if you know where the companies is going to go, a lot of money is coming into your way. And just to be clear, you want to make sure you have asked my permission before you use this, do it by yourself. Yeah, because this is some advanced trading strategy that even complete beginner can use, but you want to make sure you do some one-to-one session with me personally, or I've guided you how to do it. Now, let's get straight into it right now. As told you before, so there are 4 steps in this Raven Holy Grail earning release strategy. First is the analyst. You got to make sure if the analyst is expecting a lot or expecting not so good. If they're expecting a lot, then you know that expectation is the secret of depression. Yeah? So what I'm trying to say here is that what is analyst doing? Go to this website, raymondconnolly.com, you will know it. Second is the expectation. Are we expecting the company is going to do really well? Zoom. Are we expecting the company is not going to do really well? Same thing. Go on this website. Number 3 is the business KPI. If I'm talking about some companies like this week, there are some companies that are going on. What is the business KPI of that company? And lastly, is a historical pattern. This is new for a lot of students here. I'm going to review it here as well. Really powerful. At this exact same time, in the past 10 years time, what has this company done? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Because earning release is always the same time. It's always very similar month. So last year, what happened to the company? 2 years ago, what happened to the company? 3 years ago, what happened to the company when they released the earning release? Let's go for it straight away right now. First, you got to know what companies is releasing earnings this week or even next week. By going to what website? You can go on Earning Whisper website, yeah, or any website. In the mentorship training, we will tell you, but I'm going to review everything to you right now. You can even go to investing.com. Any website, just type companies earning release this week. Second, this is the important part. This is what most people do not know. Only the top 0.001% of people know. The thing is, there are so many companies releasing earnings this week. And the question is, which one is going to move the needle? Which one is going to move the most? How do you know why do you want something that moves the most? Move the most means very volatile. If you are a trader and investor, you want something to be very volatile. Volatile means it moves a lot. A lot of people say, a lot of not very good traders say, oh, I do not want to do something that is very volatile. That means the stock doesn't move. If the stock doesn't move, you're just paying for commission. You're not making money when it goes up. You're not making when it comes down. So you got to make sure it moves. So you want to choose something that's very volatile. And only in my training, I will show you what stock is very volatile. This is it. In this website, my editor is going to put a picture here. In this website, before the earning release transcript comes out or the earning release comes out, by using option volatility, how many people buying, how many people selling, you can predict the estimate volatility of the company. Like for example, Roku, they're going to move around quite a lot of percentage. You can see the 16%. You can see, so you can see like Shopify is going to move a lot. So all of these companies, they say they're going to move a lot. Before it came out, this is before it came out. Next week, some companies is also going to move a lot. Yeah. So how do they find that out? They find it out through historical pattern. They find it out through looking at how many people are buying and selling, having position here. Yeah. But you don't need to know that. So this is it. First step, what companies is release earning? Second step, which company among so many things that is releasing the earnings, which is going to move the most? Which is going to move the needle? We want something with the highest volatility. Now, then we go to the 4-step holy grail. Let's choose one of these. Because it's Thursday, obviously we're going to focus on that column. You can see it says here, in this column, it says this company, what's that called? Roku is going to move 14% and above. It can be up, it can be down, we do not know. This is where the strategy comes. But it says that it's going to move either up 14% or down 14%. So if you put your trade in the right direction, you're going to make 14% win or you're going to lose 14%. Something like that. Same thing with another one, DoorDash. It says here you're going to move around 8%, whether you win 8% or you lose 8%. Yeah? Now let's get straight into it right now. How do I know which direction it's going to go? But now we're going to choose first. So according to this, we're going to choose these two companies because this is the one that it moves the most. We want something that moves because if you put £1 and it doesn't move, what's the point? So you want something that moves, isn't it? So this is the two companies we're going to choose. Now you know what goes into my brain right now, what goes to the top 0.0001% when it comes to choosing what company earning release to do by looking at what moves the most. Now, let's go to the step-by-step right now. Cool. Now, let's talk about these two companies so you know exactly what these two companies is. First, then you need to know what the company actually does. If you do not know, you can type in Google. But Roku, let's talk about Roku. Roku is a streaming company. It's like a smaller version of Netflix. Or you can even call it competitors of Netflix. It's a streaming company. Yeah? It's like Netflix. Just remember that. Second, this is DoorDash. For people who do not know what's DoorDash, it's a food delivery company. It's like Uber Eats. It's like Deliveroo. You know, they deliver food. You know, it makes up to 60% of the delivery company in the US. This is all you need to know. What does a company does? Now let's go through step by step right now. Analyst, expectation, business KPI, and historical pattern. Let's go straight into it right now. Now, first, analyst. First, you go on this website called MarketBeats, and then you want to look for the pattern. So you can see the pattern before, we used to have, you know, how many people buying? 8, 10, 10. So, and then 12, 10, 10. So 10 and 10, 10 people buying, 10 people holding, 1 people selling. These are the room for is okay. Do you understand? If everyone is on this 10, if 20 people buying, all 0 holding, all 0 selling, then it's a good thing. Then it means you can short the company. But 10-10 is kind of like a balance. Sell, only one person saying is supposed to sell. So it's kind of balanced. So there's not much a lot of information here. Yeah. Now the next company you want to look for is Roku. So you go on here, you type Roku, and then you go on this analyst forecast just to see what analysts are talking about this company. And this is what happened. So according to analyst, it's kind of like a neutral as well. It's the same. They have like 10 buy, 12 hold, and some are predicted it's going to come down and stuff like that. So I would say the first step using analysts on this company is neutral. There's not much information here. Why? Because 10 buy, 12 hold. You know, there's improvement for buy, there's improvement for sales as well. So it's quite neutral. Let's go to the second step right now. Second step, you want to go to investing.com and you want to type the name of the company that you want, like DoorDash or Roku. And then you want to go to financial and you go to earnings. Yeah? And this is what you're going to see. DoorDash financial, and this is what you're going to see. 15th of February, which is today, we do not know what is going to be. We do not know what is going to be. And we're trying to predict that right now. Now, the way you look at it is you look at the room for improvement. Look, 1.82, 2.0, so the difference is like 1, 0.1, 0.2. And then 2.13, the difference is 0.1. 2.13 to 2.2, the difference is 1 as well. Now, 2.2, they're expecting it to go to 2.25. So, 2.2 to 2.25, so it's okay. It's quite easy to smash the record. Now, let's go to the EPS. Oops, zoom. Let's go to the EPS. The EPS means if you see the EPS number here is negative, that means they're losing money, which is fine because this is a new company, DoorDash, so lose money initially is fine. Look, you can see the pattern. 0.67, you want it to lose less money. 0.58, the pattern here. 0.41, okay? And then 0.4, and then suddenly in February 15, which is today later on, they are expecting it to be 0.13. This is the largest drop that we have ever seen. They are suddenly predicting the company is going to lose less money suddenly. This is a really big drop. They're expecting too much. Normally, it's just 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. The difference is very small. Suddenly, the difference is like 3-4 times the difference of what average differences. Because of that, I'm saying that this company, DoorDash, will not be able to meet their expectation for the EPS. And if you can't meet their expectation because you aim so high, if you are thinking you're going to give your spouse 10 diamond ring, then you only give 1 diamond ring, they're going to be really sad. So because they're going to be really sad, this company, DoorDash, right now is up 5%. I think it's going to come down massively just because their expectation is too big. Now, let's go to the second company, Roku. Now, let's go to the second company right now. The second company that we have right now here is Roku. Roku, second company. Let's look at the pattern. 39, 3, 3, 1, 3, 6, 6, 4, 9, 4, 9, 6, 6, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 7, 8. It's quite erratic. Yeah, it's quite up and down, up and down, up and down. So let's look at it carefully. Now, because there's so many things going on here, I just want to look at the February right now here because we are looking at February. So February 4, another February 6. So the difference is 2. Another February 8, 6 to 8. Another February 8 again. Yeah. Now, which is what we've got right now. Where is it? Let's have a look. Now they're expecting 9.6. So 8 to 9 is okay. So revenue wise, I would say their expectation, they are not expecting too big number. They are not giving 20 diamond rings. So this is fine. 9 to 9 is okay. EPS, let's look at this. They're expecting to lose less money always. So 1.72, 1.48, lose a little bit less money, 1.27. And then last month, this is last quarter, November, we're expecting 1.96. Those they suddenly lose a lot more money. We are supposed to lose less money over time. Then suddenly they expect to lose a lot more money. And then this one, massively thinking is going to lose 3 times more, less money. So they're expecting a little bit too much here. You can see the same thing in DoorDash. 1.72, 1.48, 1.27, 1.96 suddenly becomes 0.57. They are really expecting the EPS to lose really, very, very little money this time. So because they are expecting so big, we are also thinking Roku is going to come down. So both of the companies is going to come down using our first and second step. So let's look at our third step right now. Our done the first step, analyst is very neutral. Second step on investing.com, we are thinking that both is going to come down because they're expecting too much with their EPS. Number 3, let's look at the business KPI. Now, To understand the business KPI, you've got to read the earning transcript yourself. You've got to read the previous company's annual reports, the transcripts. But I'm going to tell you right now, DoorDash is an online delivery company. It's like Deliveroo. It's like Uber Eats. Online. Secondly, Roku is also an online streaming company. Now, in February time, they are releasing results for December, November, and October for the previous quarter. Now, if you are a really great trader and investor who understand about the economy, you know that at the end of the year is the retail season. What do you mean? That means people are going out to shopping. People going out shopping to buy grocery. People are going out, to do things, just prepare for Christmas. No one is doing food delivery, not as much. No one is sitting at home to watch Netflix or to watch Roku so much, watching movies. People are going out, socializing with other people. Because of that, business KPI are expecting, you want to read the transcript properly, but I'm expecting because it's a retail season, they're supposed to do quite badly. So also things is going to come down. But this is the most important part. Step number 4. This is where it puts the cherry on top of the cake. This is probably one of the most important steps. It's a historical pattern. Historical pattern. You want to ask yourself, historically, this company in February, when they release earnings, is it going up or is it going down? Because history repeats themselves. December time, UK is always very cold. So chances are it's going to be cold. So this is what we call about historical pattern. Let's have a look right now. Now let's have a look. This is Roku right now. Let's look at Roku historical pattern. The last time we have this is 16th of February 2023. And the last time we had this as well is 2020, 2022, 2020, 17th of February. At both of the times, things goes down. This is earning release, it goes down continuously. Goes down continuously. So chances are it might also go down this time. That's the first way to do it. You just to go to the chart, you look at the exact timing when they release the earnings release the same time last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, what happened? But I have a better thing for you. On my website, I compiled the previous 10 to 20 years history for you. Let's go and have a look. So first, you go to my website. It's called ravenconnolly.com. Yeah. And then you scroll all the way down. You click here, find any company's historical pattern. You just click it here. And then you type the name of the company that you want here. Just type on it. And then once you type it, you should see something like that as well. You can see this is February time. Roku February time in the past 6 years. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah. Oops. Anyway, in the past 6 years, February, they always come down all the way till the middle of March. Roku. And DoorDash is the same. It's also come all the way down. Let me show you DoorDash. So this is DoorDash. You can see it here. 2022, it came down. Here, it came down. So historically, this is also coming down. Oh, finally, we have done the 4th step. Let me just summarize everything because we have so many beginners here. First, you've got to look at the analyst by going to market beats. In this situation, because they are 10 buy, 10 hold, it's very neutral. Yeah, it's not everyone is buying. If everyone is thinking, analyst thinking is supposed to go to buy, then it's very easy because you just have to short it because it's maximum star hotel, 5-star hotel. It's already 5-star. There's no 6-star anymore. Right now, if it's 10 to 10, I will probably say 3-star to 3-star. So it can go either way. Second is the investing.com. You look at the historical pattern of what are they expecting. Are you giving me 10 diamond ring right now? Or are you giving me really... Are you promising you're going to give me 10 diamond rings right now? Or you're giving me a very small promise? Based on DoorDash and Roku, their revenue is okay, but their EPS is earning per share. They're expecting the companies to lose too little money. You're supposed to lose in a gradual amount, but suddenly they're expecting a big jump, 3 to 4 times jump on the average. Number 3, you look at the business KPI. Business KPI, you've got to read earning transcript of the company at least 1 to 2 years back to understand. As I told you, it's a retail season. Number 4 is the historical pattern of this company whenever it releases earnings. This is it. Based on all the 4 steps, it looks like it's really good to sell, good to short. What we're gonna do, we're gonna alert all of our mentorship students on the highest level, 2024 level training, and we're gonna alert them so that you know exactly what to do. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Let's go straight into it right now. So the trade we're going to look at is door. You can see the door dash here. Looking at our 8-step powerful trading strategy, we looked at it's going to come down really, really nicely. That's exactly what we're going to do using our 8-step powerful trading strategy. I'm going to close on to place the deal. We have sell. Sell means you short it, meaning you make money when the price comes down. So if it comes down, we're going to make quite a lot of money together. Yeah, using our 8-step powerful trading strategy is supposed to come down. Straight away, you can see we are down around negative £900. 900 pounds. Straight away, zoom in, £900 straight away right now. Yep, £850 right now. We send the alerts out to our students thinking this is going to come down really, really nicely. And the trade we're going to look at right now is called Roku. Roku is a really, really powerful and important trade as well. Using our 8-step powerful trading strategy, we are thinking that this is going to come down really, really nicely. We send the alerts out to all our students. We're going to go on to place the trades right now. Place the trade. You can see I have deal confirm. I have placed a trade right now. That means I will be making money when the price comes down really, really nicely. Yeah, alongside to our 2024 highest level group students. And you can see I am up around 1,000. I'm down. Sorry, this is down. Down around £1,300 right now. Straight away is normal. This is kind of the commission. So it's best to use other platforms, but I'm using this platform anyway because this is I've been using this platform for quite some time. And yeah, that's what happened. And we're thinking it's going to come down really, really nicely. If you're on the mentorship training on the highest level one, you should get these alerts as well using our 8-step powerful trading strategy. This is it. We place the trade. I'm going to go to sauna right now. I'm going to go to the steam room a little bit. We spend 1 hour a week to do trading and investing. So as long as you place the trade before the market closes, you are absolutely fine. And that's what we're going to do. So, and once you place the trade, you have plenty of time to kill. You place the trade and then you wait when the market's open tomorrow. And then that's it. So we have lots of things to do. So first, we're just going to go for, rather than showering, before shower, I always go for sauna, just go for a quick swim. And then we're going to go to the gym. And then yesterday was Valentine's Day. Now, I just want to tell a story real quick. For the longest time, every single time during Valentine's Day, I have to skip Valentine's Day because I just don't have the funds. I just don't have the money to celebrate. I was just funding my dream. Rather than using the money to go out, rather than using the money to celebrate, I was funding my dream. That's like 10 years ago when I was in the rat racing. I was funding my dream. I was paying for my mentorship, paying for my education. Same thing with my birthday. I never celebrated birthday. I actually hated birthdays for the longest time. This is like 10 years ago. Why? Because I don't have the funds. I was so broke. Now, because I was just funding my dream, I was saving the money, funding my dream. When I say funding my dream, it's funding my education. I don't just pay for the bill. I don't just pay for the food, pay for my experience. I pay for myself. I pay for my own education. I pay for my mentorship. Because that's how you're going to transform your life. Now, fast forward today, I don't celebrate just one day during birthday. I don't celebrate one day for Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate one day for, I don't know, for Christmas and stuff like that. How long do I celebrate? I celebrate, once my finances become financially free, obviously I become a multi-millionaire. Now today I'm a legacy to help people to do the same. Once I become financially free, financially independent, I don't celebrate one day. I celebrate 2 days. I started to celebrate 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Now, now I celebrate for a month, for 2 weeks time. Yeah. So if it's Valentine's, I celebrate for 2 weeks. So today we're gonna go out again for Valentine's, and yeah. So yesterday is good, but today is gonna be great. So this is what I think celebration is all about. Some people celebrate for 1 day. If you celebrate 1 day for your birthday, you are still probably going to be not so good. But if you celebrate 1 week, 1 month, 2 weeks for your birthday, if financially you can do it, I recommend you to do it. Try it. It's nice. Now, I'm going to speak to you later. So I'm showing you my daily routine of a multimillionaire traders. If you do a sauna 20 minutes a day, you know, or you do two to three times a week, you can elongate your life. You can, statistically, I mean, actually prevent heart disease, you prevent, lots of unnecessary diseases because I don't know how you can overcome this look at time later on. We're really, really hungry. And this is St. Paul, in London. This is St. Paul views. We got our steak is also really, really good for your health. If you're vegan, sorry about that. This is London Eye. Let's go home and sleep, and we wake up. So this is the next day right now. The markets are open right now. We've been doing so many things while waiting for the result to come out. That's what happened. So the first trade right now, I hope you are ready. The first trade right now on the DoorDash, you were shorting it just right here. If you remember, we asked you to place the trades all together. If you've been shorting it, you should make, on this trade, I make around £78,000 just on this single trade right now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to close the trade right now. I'm going to click here and then click close. Yeah, click here. And the second trade that we look at right now is called Roku. We talked about it just now as well. You can see I put the shorting trades just right here. You should short this as well if you're watching this. If you're on the 2024 highest level mentorship level, we alerted you as well. It's been going down really, really nicely. I'm up roughly around £117,000 on this single trade. Wow, it's not too much. As you said, Roku, we are expecting it to move around 16%. Do you remember? And it ends up moving 19%. So it's very similar to what we saw just right there. If I show you DoorDash, we're expecting it to move at least 8%. Remember, it moves around 12%. It came down so big percentage. So in total, if you look at the trades for today, just in the middle of February, end of February, here we have DoorDash, we have Roku. I also do some trades on Coinbase. All in total, we are up around £200,000. It's not too much, but it's okay. Because in Valentine's Day, we spend a lot of money anyway. A lot of our students, the good news is a lot of students even make more than me. Yeah? And they started with very, very small amount of capital. You build it up from there. How much money you need to get started? You can start as little as £250. £200,000 in the span of 1 hour work. £200,000 is not a lot. Probably half of my, probably 2 of my watches. Now, some people will be like, Raven, it's easy for you to do that because you got a lot of money. You now live life with abundance. You now live life with a possibility. I just bought a Dyson fan, thousands of pounds, and I haven't even opened it yet for the longest time. No, Raven, it's easy for you because you got this abundance. You've been trading for some time. You've been trading for 10 years. Sorry, you can see I get a bit teary. I still get emotional because whenever I think back to 10 years ago, the sacrifices that I have to make, the leap of faith that I have to make, it cringes me. And it always fulfills me with so much joy and fulfillment. A lot of people say, Raven, it's easy for you right now because, you probably born a lot of money, born with a lot of, rich and stuff like that. But the truth is, it couldn't be further away from the truth. If you ask me what's the secret to success, there are 2 secrets. And I'm going to tell you right now in this training. First for all, you've got to know what you want. You've got to know what you want. You've got to write that down. Your dreams has to be so big that it scares you or that you think it's impossible. Wow, it's too good to be true. You've got to think like that. Because if you do not know what you want, if you don't manifest what you want, you will never get there. A lot of people say, let me just get by and see how it goes. I do not want to dream too big because I'm going to get disappointed. You've got to know what you want. Let me tell you my story. I came from a very conservative Asian family background. So I have to go, because of my traditional background, because of my surrounding, I grew up in a surrounding that is quite a lot of negativity. And I grew up in a surrounding where they are quite content of where they are. There's not much hunger. There's not much drive in them. There's not much of, financial freedom. There's not much of financial independence. All they want is put roof on top of that table. You know, they're struggling. That's the background that I came from. And I know that in order to come out from that background, first, I've got to start studying some people who live the life that I want to live at, who have the beliefs that I didn't have, and who also know things that I didn't know. So that's what I have got to do. And sometimes when you're trying to find all of these people, you're trying to get outside of your comfort zone, instead of bringing everyone along, instead of bringing all your family along, sometimes what is better to do is to go through that tunnel yourself, go through that hole yourself, rescue yourself first. Because sometimes the door is made for you. So you got to go through that door to rescue yourself first so you can rescue everybody else. So you can become, if you want to become a 911 for other people, you've got to become a 911 for yourself first. Oh, so important. So many of us trying to rescue all other people when you haven't even rescued yourself. Help yourself so you can help other people. That's what I've got to do. I've got to go to the tunnel. I've got to go to the tunnel. I've got to leave my home. I've got to leave my surrounding. I've got to leave from my old self surrounding. Or I have to create a barrier so that I can go to where I want to go to. That's what I've got to do. I've got to dream so big. Yeah, you got to dream big. Second, once you dream big, most people don't achieve it because they don't have the strategies to get there. They don't have the strategies to get there. For me, I know one of the most important things in life is to, you know, obviously you have to have the right principles, you got to have the right values, and then you have to surround yourself with love and things like that. But third, more importantly, is finances sometimes can affect a lot of other areas of your life. I'm not so sure if you can relate to me. A lot of people say money is the root of all evil. I don't think money is the root of all evil. I think money amplifies who you are. If you're a good person, you're going to become a good person. If you're not a good person, you're probably not going to become a good person with a lot of money. So that's what money can do. And money, once you get good at finances, other areas of your life starts to get good. Your health, your relationships, your love, your surrounding, your happiness, things will change a little bit. Believe me. So that's what I've got to do. But some people don't get it. Some people think this is what I did as well. I went to the good uni, and I thought the way to financial freedom is to get a really good job. And that is it. Life is going to come easy on my way. But I couldn't be further away from the truth. I realized that the top richest of the richest person in the world, they don't really swap time for money. What they normally do is that they do trading and investing. They let their money to work for them. If you don't believe me, look at the top 100 richest person in the world. Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all of these people. What do they have in common? What they have in common? They have in common is that they all own financial assets. They all own some kind of stocks. So when the stock goes up, the net worth goes up. That's what you've got to do. You cannot just swap time for money. You need to let your money to work for you because we only have 24 hours a day. I have to learn it the hard way. How do you know you're swapping time for money? Maybe you work really hard and you still don't have time. Or you work really hard. You don't have money to buy the things that you want to buy, to go to the holiday, to buy the cars, to buy the house, to do the things that you want to do. Or maybe you make a lot of money, but you're time poor. And when you do get time, you don't really have time to enjoy it anyway. So you got to have a second stream of income. Your money is working for you. A lot of people say, oh, I don't have money to get started. Dude, you only need £250 to get started. You don't need big amount of money. If you Google Albert Einstein, the eighth wonder of the world, those who understand the power of compound interest earns it. Those people who don't understand the power of compound interest, they pay for it. It's so important. Everyone has to start to invest, trade and invest when you are small. If I can tell you the statistics, if every single month You just put £200. Just give you an example. If you put £200, dollar cost averaging, using the easiest method to make money, £250, £200 a month, put money into the right stocks. In a few years' time, if you use a calculator, in 5 years' time, you will have more money from trading and investing than your full-time job. Yeah? I can show you the calculator here. But anyway, in our training, we show you more how to do it. You've got to do something about it. Oh, I can wait. So first, you got to know what you want. Second, you got to know how to achieve it, the strategies. So you got to know the strategies, and one of the best way to get good fast in any skill is to have one-to-one session. I wouldn't be where I am today. A lot of our students, Katie, the one who made £250,000 in 1.5 years' time, wouldn't be where she is today without having one-to-one session. You got to need someone to handhold you. And number 3 is the ability. Write that down. The number 3 is probably the most important step. Number 3 is the ability to take massive action. You got it. You've got to take massive action. Number 3, probably one of the most important part is to, when I say massive action, a lot of people say, what do you mean by massive action? This is probably the most important part that really transformed my life or any smart people that I really know. Really successful, wealthy people. This is a psychology. When I say massive action, I mean do it when you are scared. Do it when you are fearful. Do it despite you are broke. Do it despite you don't feel like it. Do it despite you don't believe in yourself. Because that's what I had to go through. That I have to go through. You know, for the longest time, because of my skin color, because of how I look, because of how my eye look, for the longest time, I don't believe in myself. I don't even think I can do this. It's like learning a new language to me, getting into trading and investing. Secondly, coming from a conservative background, anytime you told people about investing, trading, straight away they say it's negative. Straight away they say it's a scam. Who here can relate to me? Anytime you tell people, I want to move out from the country, anytime I want to quit my job, they say, you should think about it. You should probably think about it, you know? Because that's what humans is designed for us to do. Humans, Tony says it very well. We have 2 types of things. We use 2 things to make a decision. The first is our brain. Most people, not successful people, you will see that they're actually very smart. They can talk a very good talk. They are very smart. The not successful people. But they didn't seem to do anything in their life. Why? Why? Do you realize already that a lot of people who have very high IQ, who are very smart, but they are not very wealthy. They didn't get a lot of things done in their life. Why? Because this is it. Because they use their brain to talk. They use their brain to make a decision. Our brain is evolutionary, designed to keep us safe. Our brain is evolutionary to keep us in our comfort zone. Our brain is, whenever you want to do something, you want to go hunting, you want to do something, you want to move out from the country, your brain will be like, you should think about it, you should think about it. Because that's what the brain is designed to do. Hence, if you heard about the old wisdom, they all say if you want to get outside of your comfort zone, if you want to do the things that you want to do, you got to follow your heart. You got to follow your gut. That's what I've got to do. A lot of you know about my story. Where one of my, I was always in my brain. I was being comfortable. I don't have any hunger. I don't have any drive. I was just living life paycheck to paycheck for the longest time. 10 years ago this was. And I didn't have the wake up call until when one of the very important family members of mine passed away. And I got so much regret, got so much remorse. Sorry. I'm not so sure if you can relate to me where you saw someone that is really important, where someone really important in your life, where you never get to see him again. You got so much regret and so much remorse. And I was in that situation. Sorry. And I say to myself, do I see myself giving the best part of my life, giving away to somebody else? Do I see myself giving the best part of my life, leaving mediocrity, living in regret, living in remorse. And I say no. And a lot of you know the story where for the longest time, I have to live in a bedroom of 7 people. And in my room, there's another 2 people sleeping at night, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I will be woken up because somebody else came back from their bar job. I don't even have a good night's sleep. Why? Because I was saving money to fund my dream, to fund for my mentorship training. Most people are not willing to take 2 steps backwards in order to go 10 steps forwards. I remember I have to put a towel under the door because someone else is smoking in the other room. Also, for the longest time, I don't celebrate. I just say it. I don't celebrate any festival, any anniversaries. No birthday, no Valentine's, because I was saving money to fund my dream. Because I know it's going to pay me back many, many times. A lot of people think, oh, Raven, if you ask me, the one thing that kills people, the one thing that makes people not being able to be successful, because they live in their brain, they're very analytical, and they don't take massive action. And why? Because of the answer, fear. They are fear. They fear of the unknown, whether it is fear of the unknown, fear of the uncertainty, but more importantly, fear of failure. For the longest time, I was scared that what if I try? What if I borrow money? What if I go on these training courses? What if I go on this one-to-one mentorship training? What if it doesn't work? If I move out from other countries, if I do this, what if it doesn't work? If it doesn't work? And then I realized, what if it did work? Or better yet, and then I realized, what is it gonna look like if I'm gonna do the same thing for another 10 years? Never in a million years I will be thinking that I will be living in abundance and possibility today, living in my highest fulfillment, helping other people to achieve the same. Never in a million years. If I didn't take a leap of faith, today my health will still suffer. I'll probably still be obese. I cannot imagine how my life will be like. My relationship with other people, the stress that I have at work, I don't think I can live so long. I don't think I can be happy. So to bring it all back, do it. Number 3, do it when you are fearful. Do it when you are scared. Do it when you're uncertainty. That's what I've got to do. All these successful people in the world, like people go on wars, people go marathon, people do public speaking and all of that. You think they do it when they're not scared? You think they're not scared? What if it doesn't work? They do it anyway. Giving birth. You don't think it's scary, those women giving births? They do it anyway. Because that's what life is all about. You want to write it down. The quality of our lives depends on the number of uncertainty that we have to go through. That's what it's all about. Walking out and watching back the video, I was thinking about what really, really drives me at that moment. Because I thought to myself, if I'm going to continue to do whatever I'm doing right now for the next 10 years, if let's pretend I actually do nothing, I stand still, you know very well, life, there's no standing still. You're either moving forward or backwards. But more importantly, I was thinking about, why am I going to continue to sacrifice if I don't do anything? Why am I going to continue to miss out on? Why am I going to continue to lose if I keep doing the same thing for another 10 years? And I said, no. I think about spiritually, I think about me mentally, I think about me financially, I think about my relationships, I think about me in my health. All of that, just do the same. How is that going to affect me? I say, fuck no. A lot of people will be like, oh, this is not a good time. A good time would never come. There's no best time. It will never come. We will always try to procrastinate no matter what. So you've got to do something right now. I say it before, I want to say it again. Today, right now, 2024 is the best time ever to do trading and investing. If you start right now, you're going to put yourself so much forward than any other people. I have 2 more slots left for people who want to be hunt, who want to take their trading game to the next level, who wants to learn the easy way to make an income. I wouldn't say easy, but it's definitely easier than you swapping time for money. If this is you, even you're a complete beginner, taking 1 hour a week, if this is you, use the link down below to book a call, and I look forward to speaking to you on the phone.